Hydration is one of those things that sounds too simple to make a difference, yet it's the foundation of every part of how you look and feel. When your body is hydrated, your skin naturally gains that plump, fresh quality that no makeup can fake. Fine lines soften, your complexion evens out, and there's a natural glow that doesn't require a filter. When you're dehydrated, you can see it almost instantly: dry patches, dullness, tired eyes, and even breakouts that creep up because your skin is trying to overcompensate. And it's not just about the way you look on the outside. Hydration keeps your energy up, your focus sharp, and your mood steady. That inner balance shows up in your presence, in the way you carry yourself, and in the way others perceive you. Something as small as drinking enough water every single day turns into a chain reaction that changes your health, your beauty, and your confidence. Most people underestimate how much water their body really needs because they're distracted by fancy routines or short-term fixes. They'll spend hundreds of dollars on creams and serums that promise overnight miracles, but ignore the very first step the body is asking for. When you think about it, your skin is your body's largest organ, and it relies on water the same way your heart or lungs do. Every cell in your body depends on hydration to function properly. Without enough of it, your skin can't heal itself as quickly, your metabolism slows down, and toxins don't flush out the way they should. So what happens? You end up with breakouts, puffiness, or that tired, worn-out look even when you're sleeping enough. Hydration is the quiet, behind-the-scenes habit that does all the heavy lifting for you without demanding your attention. It's also important to recognize that hydration doesn't just mean drinking water when you feel thirsty. Thirst is already a sign that you're behind. Hydration means creating a consistent habit that supports your body before it even has to ask. It means carrying that water bottle with you, choosing water over sugary drinks, and remembering that coffee and alcohol actually dehydrate you more than they help. It means fueling your hydration not just with water, but with foods rich in water content. Fruits like watermelon, cucumbers, and oranges that hydrate you on a cellular level. It's about creating a lifestyle where hydration is part of your rhythm, not just an afterthought. When you look at people who seem to have that ageless quality, the ones who glow without trying, they're not always using the most expensive beauty hacks. More often than not, they're simply consistent with the basics. They drink enough water and they stick to it day after day. That consistency builds results you can't rush. Your body starts to trust that it's being taken care of, and your skin begins to show it. The under eye circles lighten, the texture of your skin smooths out, and there's a brightness that comes through your face even without makeup. Hydration helps blood flow more efficiently, which means more oxygen reaches your skin, giving it that natural flush. And the best part is it's free, it's available to you every single day, and it works faster than most things you could buy. Another overlooked part of hydration is how it impacts the way you age over time. Dehydrated skin is far more prone to wrinkles and sagging because it lacks the elasticity that comes from being properly nourished. Think of a grape compared to a raisin. The grape is full, smooth, and vibrant, while the raisin is shriveled and dry. The difference isn't makeup, it's moisture. When your skin has the hydration it needs, it resists the pull of time for longer. That doesn't mean you'll never age, but it does mean you'll age gracefully, with softness and vitality instead of harshness and dullness. And that difference adds up over the years in ways people notice, even if they can't put their finger on why you look so fresh compared to others. Hydration also plays into how you feel on a daily basis. When you're hydrated, your energy doesn't crash as hard, your body digests food more smoothly, and your muscles recover faster from any kind of activity. That creates a ripple effect where you don't just look better, you feel more alive. You show up differently in conversations, in your work, in your relationships, because you're not weighed down by sluggishness or discomfort. People might compliment your skin, but what they're really noticing is the vitality that hydration gives you. It creates this effortless presence where you seem more awake, more vibrant, and more in control of yourself. The real secret of hydration is that it's not just about water and beauty, it's about respect for your body. When you choose to hydrate, You're telling yourself that you care enough to give your body what it truly needs. You're building a foundation that every other healthy habit can rest on. Exercise works better when you're hydrated, sleep feels deeper, and even your emotions stabilize because your brain functions more clearly. It's one of the smallest choices you can make daily, yet it has one of the biggest payoffs over time. And when people wonder why you seem to glow with energy and youth, it won't be because of something complicated. It'll be because you committed to something simple and you kept at it until it became part of who you are. Consistency in skincare is one of the most underrated yet powerful habits that keep women looking young because it's not about how expensive the product is. It's about how faithfully you show up for your skin every single day. The truth is, your skin thrives on routine and predictability. And when you give it steady care instead of chasing random fixes, it rewards you with resilience and radiance. Think of it like working out or eating well. One intense session won't transform your body, but small, repeated actions build results that last. Skincare works the same way because your skin renews itself daily, and the habits you practice regularly either support that renewal or make it harder. Even simple steps like cleansing properly, moisturizing daily, and applying sunscreen without fail can create a visible difference that no quick fix treatment can replace, because youthfulness doesn't come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. Many people fall into the trap of constantly switching products, looking for that one miracle cream or serum, but what ends up happening is the skin never has a chance to adjust or benefit. Every time you restart with something new, you're interrupting the process of letting your skin adapt and heal. Skincare is more like a long-term relationship than a one-night solution. And just like any relationship, it thrives when you're steady and committed. Even the most affordable cleanser and moisturizer, used morning and night, will outperform luxury items that sit untouched on a shelf or are used sporadically. That's because your skin responds to care that is dependable and gentle, not care that is inconsistent and extreme. Consistency also means respecting the basics rather than overloading your skin with too many steps. A routine doesn't have to be complicated to be effective, and in fact, simplicity often works better. Cleansing to remove buildup, moisturizing to protect the barrier, and applying sunscreen to guard against damage are the core steps that keep skin strong. From there, if you add targeted treatments, they work better because the foundation is already stable. When you make those simple actions automatic, like brushing your teeth, you stop thinking about whether you're doing enough and start seeing the benefits of always showing up. The best part is that once you build consistency, your skin begins to rely on it, and that reliability reflects back in a healthier, smoother, more youthful appearance. The impact of consistent skincare isn't just surface level, it's also psychological. When you take those few minutes every morning and night, you're telling yourself that you're worth the effort. That sense of discipline builds confidence because you know you're doing something good for yourself, and over time, that self-respect shows in how you carry yourself. It also reduces the stress of feeling like you have to constantly search for a solution because you're already committed to what works. You stop being reactive and start being proactive, and that calm, steady approach mirrors itself in the way your skin behaves. Consistency creates trust, not just between you and your products, but between you and yourself. There's also science behind why consistency works better than anything else. The skin has natural cycles of shedding and renewal, and most products need several weeks, sometimes months, before results appear. If you give up too soon or keep switching, you're never allowing those cycles to complete. By staying consistent, you allow the ingredients to do their job, whether that's improving hydration, reducing dark spots, or softening fine lines. And because the changes are gradual, they tend to be more sustainable and long-lasting. The glow that comes from consistent skincare isn't dramatic overnight. It's steady, subtle, and builds until one day you notice you simply look fresher, brighter, and more at ease in your own skin. Consistency also acts as prevention, which is often more valuable than correction. Sunscreen applied every single day might not seem like it's doing much in the moment, but years later, it's the reason your skin looks smoother and less damaged compared to someone who skipped it. Moisturizing daily may feel small, but over time, it keeps your skin barrier intact and protects against premature wrinkles. These tiny investments compound over the years, and what feels like a simple routine in your 20s becomes the reason you still look vibrant in your 40s, 50s, and beyond. The key is to recognize that prevention isn't about immediate gratification, it's about long-term rewards, and consistency is the only way to earn them. Another benefit of consistency is that it creates a baseline, making it easier to know when something actually works or doesn't. If you're always changing products, you never know what caused an improvement or irritation. But when your routine is steady, any adjustments are clear, and you can make smarter choices moving forward. That saves you time, money, and frustration because you stop guessing and start understanding your skin's needs. Over time, your skincare becomes second nature, and that steady rhythm becomes part of your identity. It's no longer about forcing yourself to do it, it's simply who you are, a person who cares enough to stay consistent with their skin. And that consistency shows in a timeless, youthful glow that no quick fix could ever match. Inner peace and stress management are often overlooked when people talk about beauty, yet they are some of the most powerful factors in how young or old you appear, because stress is written all over your face, your posture, and even in the way you speak and carry yourself. When your mind is restless and your body is constantly in fight or flight mode, it shows up in the form of dark circles, dull skin, breakouts, and even premature lines, because stress hormones like cortisol break down collagen and slow down your skin's natural repair process. On the other hand, when you find ways to create calm, whether it's through breathing deeply, taking a walk, meditating, journaling, or simply protecting your boundaries, that calmness radiates through your skin and your presence. People notice when you walk into a room and carry an ease about you, and that sense of peace can make you look years younger without changing a single thing about your appearance externally, because true beauty is tied to the energy you give off. Stress also ages you in ways you don't see immediately because it impacts your body on the inside long before the outside shows the signs. Chronic stress weakens your immune system, affects your digestion, and disrupts your sleep, which are all critical for keeping your skin clear and your energy steady. Without restful sleep, your body cannot repair itself, and that lack of restoration shows up as puffiness, fine lines, or a tired expression that no cream can hide. When you manage your stress, you're not only protecting your inner health, you're also preserving the freshness of your outer appearance. This is why people who live with a sense of peace often seem ageless, because their bodies aren't constantly burning out from the inside. Your beauty reflects how well you take care of your mind, not just how well you take care of your skin. It's important to realize that managing stress doesn't mean eliminating every challenge or difficulty in your life, because that's impossible. It means learning how to respond differently, how to choose calm instead of chaos, and how to recover faster when life gets overwhelming. The ability to regulate your emotions and ground yourself makes you look more composed, which others read as confidence and youthfulness. There is something magnetic about a woman who doesn't let stress control her, who can hold her center no matter what's happening, and that magnetic quality has nothing to do with age. It's the kind of timeless presence that people are drawn to because it signals strength, resilience, and grace, which are more attractive than any physical feature. When you neglect stress management, it's like adding years to your appearance unnecessarily because the small daily tensions build up over time. That tightness in your shoulders, the frown lines from worry, the lack of sleep from overthinking, all of these become etched into your skin and your body language. But when you create rituals of peace, even small ones like 5 minutes of stillness before bed or a morning walk without your phone, you give your nervous system a chance to reset. That reset restores balance in your hormones, improves your circulation, and brings a natural glow back to your skin. Peace is not just a mental state, it's a physical advantage, and it shows up in the details that make you look refreshed and youthful. Managing stress also means protecting your boundaries and being selective about the people and situations you allow into your life. Negative environments and toxic relationships drain you, and that drain reflects in your face and your energy. When you choose peace over pleasing others or overexerting yourself, you conserve your vitality, and that vitality is what people see when they say you look radiant. It's not about perfection or pretending everything is fine. It's about being honest with yourself and prioritizing what truly matters so you don't waste your energy on things that don't serve you. Protecting your inner peace is one of the most underrated beauty habits because the less stress you carry, the lighter and more youthful your presence becomes. There's also a science to how relaxation supports beauty because when you're calm, your body produces less cortisol and more of the hormones that promote repair and balance. Blood flow improves, digestion works smoothly, and your skin receives the nutrients it needs to regenerate. Stress literally constricts your blood vessels, which is why stressed skin looks pale or dull, but peace allows circulation to flow, bringing color and vitality back to your face. That's why people often say someone looks well rested or glowing after a vacation. It's not just the break, it's the absence of constant stress. Imagine if instead of waiting for vacations, you created those little moments of peace in your everyday life. The result would be a steady, lasting glow rather than temporary relief. What makes stress management such a powerful beauty tool is that it doesn't cost anything and it doesn't require products or procedures. It's about choosing habits that keep your inner world steady, like breathing, moving, resting, or even laughing more often, and realizing those choices directly influence how you look on the outside. The beauty that comes from peace is effortless because it isn't forced or painted on. It's natural, unshakable, and timeless. When your mind rests, your face softens, your eyes brighten, and your energy feels lighter. And that is the kind of beauty that keeps you looking young no matter how many years go by. Nutrition is the hidden beauty secret that so many people overlook because they focus on what they put on their skin instead of what they put inside their body. Yet the truth is that what you eat directly becomes the building blocks of your skin, hair, and nails. Every cell in your body depends on vitamins, minerals, proteins, and healthy fats to repair, renew, and protect itself. And when you feed your body well, that nourishment shows on the outside as clearer skin, stronger hair, brighter eyes, and more energy. Processed foods, excess sugar, and artificial ingredients can make the skin dull, inflamed, and prone to breakouts because they trigger stress within the body and create imbalances that speed up aging. On the other hand, foods rich in antioxidants like berries, leafy greens, and nuts fight off the damage caused by free radicals and protect your skin from breaking down too quickly. Real beauty starts with real food, and when you give your body what it truly craves, it rewards you with youthfulness that no cream or serum can replace. Most people don't realize how much of their skin issues are tied to their diet because it's easier to blame external factors or cover them up with makeup than to change what's on their plate. But the reality is, glowing skin is often a reflection of a nourished gut because your digestion plays a huge role in how your body absorbs and distributes nutrients. When your gut is healthy, vitamins and minerals flow to your skin, helping it heal and stay resilient. But when your gut is struggling, it often shows up as acne, dullness, or irritation. That's why foods rich in probiotics, fiber, and healthy fats are not just good for your body, but for your appearance too. Eating yogurt, fermented vegetables, avocados, salmon, and plenty of colorful vegetables helps maintain balance in your body, which translates to balance in your skin. Nutrition is not just about calories, it's about feeding your beauty from within. Another key part of nutrition for beauty is hydration through food, because water isn't the only way to keep your skin supple and fresh. Fruits like watermelon, cucumber, oranges, and celery hydrate you at a cellular level while also delivering vitamins and antioxidants that water alone can't provide. These foods act like natural beauty treatments, keeping your skin plump, reducing inflammation, and boosting circulation so you naturally look younger. Along with hydration, foods high in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, chia seeds, and walnuts help strengthen the skin's barrier, preventing dryness and reducing the appearance of fine lines. When your diet is rich in these nourishing elements, you don't just improve your health, you literally slow down the signs of aging. Nutrition also impacts energy levels, and energy is a huge part of how youthful you appear. Someone who fuels their body with whole foods has steady energy, clearer focus, and brighter eyes compared to someone who relies on sugar, caffeine, or processed snacks that cause energy crashes. When your body has the nutrients it needs, it doesn't just function better, it projects vitality. That vitality is visible in your posture, your expression, and even your smile. And those are the things people truly notice when they say someone looks young and vibrant. Beauty is not just skin deep, it's an expression of health, and health comes from nutrition. When you eat foods that love you back, it shows in every part of who you are. It's also important to see nutrition as a form of prevention rather than correction because the way you eat today directly impacts how you'll age tomorrow. Foods rich in antioxidants slow down the breakdown of collagen, which keeps skin firm and youthful, while vitamins like C and E protect against sun damage and environmental stress. Building these habits consistently means that as the years pass, your skin continues to hold on to elasticity and brightness, while those who neglect their nutrition often face premature wrinkles, sagging, and dullness. The choices you make daily around food are not just fueling your body for now, they're shaping the way you'll look and feel decades from now. That's why nutrition is one of the most powerful beauty investments you can ever make. Another overlooked connection between nutrition and beauty is how certain foods can reduce stress and improve mood, which directly affects how youthful you appear. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach, nuts, and seeds help calm the nervous system, while complex carbs like oats and sweet potatoes support serotonin production, which keeps your mood stable and positive. When you feel calm and energized from the inside, it shows on your face through a softer expression and a more radiant glow. Stress and poor nutrition combined create a cycle that accelerates aging, but nourishing your body with the right foods helps break that cycle and allows your natural beauty to shine. The food you eat doesn't just feed your body, it shapes your energy, and that energy is what others perceive as timeless youth. What makes nutrition such a powerful yet underestimated beauty tool is that it's in your control every single day, and it doesn't require trends, fads, or extreme measures. By simply choosing whole foods over processed ones, colorful vegetables over empty calories, and natural hydration over sugary drinks, you create a foundation for beauty that lasts. The glow from good nutrition isn't temporary. It builds with time, becoming part of your identity and the reason people notice your vitality even before they notice your features. When you treat food as your ally in beauty rather than something to fight against, you unlock one of the greatest secrets to staying forever young from the inside out. Confidence is the ultimate timeless glow because no matter how perfect your skin routine is, how flawless your makeup looks, or how well you eat and hydrate, none of it shines fully without the inner belief that you are enough as you are. Confidence has the power to transform how people perceive you and how you perceive yourself, and that transformation is what creates the sense of beauty that goes beyond age. When you walk into a room with your shoulders back, your head held high, and an energy that says you belong, people notice something about you that they can't always explain. That something is the light of confidence, and it makes you appear younger, fresher, and more radiant because confidence is tied to energy, and energy is tied to how people experience your presence. It's not about arrogance or trying to be more than others. It's about owning who you are fully and allowing that ownership to radiate without apology. Confidence is magnetic because it speaks louder than any external feature. You can have flawless skin, but if you hide behind insecurity, people will sense hesitation instead of radiance. At the same time, you can have imperfections, wrinkles, scars, or features that society doesn't label as perfect, yet when you carry yourself with confidence, those very features become part of your charm. That's the magic of confidence. It doesn't hide flaws, it redefines them, turning them into unique aspects of your beauty. People are drawn to those who embrace themselves because it gives permission for others to do the same, and that kind of acceptance is timeless. No matter what stage of life you're in, confidence will always make you appear youthful because youth is often associated with freedom, and freedom comes from being unapologetically yourself. Confidence also changes the way you treat your body and your habits, because when you value yourself, you naturally take better care of yourself. Instead of seeing skincare, hydration, nutrition, and stress management as chores, you see them as acts of respect, as proof that you deserve to feel good and look good. That shift in mindset creates consistency and joy in taking care of yourself, and that joy is reflected in your energy. People who lack confidence often sabotage themselves by neglecting their well being, but those who know their worth create habits that sustain them. That's why confidence is not just about attitude, it's a practical tool that makes every other beauty habit easier to maintain because you're operating from a place of self love rather than self criticism. It's important to understand that confidence doesn't mean you'll never doubt yourself or have bad days. It means you've built a foundation strong enough to keep moving forward even when insecurities appear. Real confidence is built over time through small promises you keep to yourself, through showing up even when it's uncomfortable, through learning to speak kindly to yourself instead of tearing yourself down. That internal dialogue shapes your outer presence more than any cosmetic ever could. When your inner voice becomes supportive instead of critical, your posture shifts, your eyes brighten, and your smile becomes more genuine. These subtle shifts add up to an aura of youth and vitality that no one can deny. Confidence also protects your energy from being drained by comparison because one of the fastest ways to look and feel older is to constantly measure yourself against others. When you're secure in who you are, you stop chasing approval or trying to fit into unrealistic standards, and instead, you focus on amplifying your own unique qualities. That self-assuredness shows in your style, your expression, and the way you carry yourself, which all contribute to your beauty. People remember the energy you bring far more than the details of your appearance. And when your energy is rooted in confidence, it leaves a lasting impression. That impression is timeless because confidence doesn't fade with age. It deepens, and that depth makes you more attractive at every stage of life. Another reason confidence keeps you looking young is because it lowers stress and increases joy, and both of those have direct effects on your body and skin. When you trust yourself, you spend less time worrying about being judged, less time apologizing for existing, and more time enjoying the present moment. That ease reduces the tension in your face, softens your expressions, and keeps your energy light, which people read as youthfulness. Confidence allows you to laugh freely, speak clearly, and move with purpose, and those qualities are associated with vitality no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. A confident woman looks younger not because of her age, but because of the energy she embodies, and that energy is what leaves others inspired and captivated. Confidence is also contagious, and that's part of its beauty. When you radiate assurance, others around you feel more at ease, and they respond to you with admiration and warmth. This cycle of positive energy creates connections and relationships that fuel happiness, and happiness has a way of keeping you glowing naturally. While external beauty habits are important, confidence is the amplifier that makes them shine brighter. It ties everything together because it's not just about how you look, it's about how you make others feel and how you feel about yourself. And when you choose to carry confidence, you carry the ultimate beauty habit that will always keep you looking and feeling forever young.